What is going on, everybody? What is going on, the Catch fam? My name is Jon Dawson, and in today's video, we are hopping into another 2022 fantasy football mock draft. I got a request for a 6-team mock draft. So today we're going to run one through Sleeper with some CPU selections. Of course, if you guys have any mock draft requests, please feel free to drop those in the comment section down below, and I will get it on schedule. Of course, we are also running free subscriber mock drafts nearly every single night at the channel. Make sure to join our Discord down below to get those mock draft invites, as well as any requests for subscriber mock drafts as a whole. If you do enjoy the video today, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button before we get things started. So let's go ahead and kick off the draft. So really, for me, in a 6-team draft, the biggest thing I'm going to be looking for is positional advantage, right? You're going to be going up against absolutely stacked teams on a regular basis. So let's go for a high ceiling player here in Christian McCaffrey. So Cup went at 1.1, which is kind of interesting in terms of a CPU selection, but we get Cup at 1.1. Jonathan Taylor gone, Dalvin Cook gone. We go with CMC at 1.4. Eckler gone, Henry gone. JJ's the first selection of the second round. Then Najee Harris is gone. Let's go Jamar Chase. Continue to try and eat up some positional advantage. Get that nice ceiling out of Chase. I would have loved to land Kelsey at 3.4, but he doesn't make it. I mean, that's the other option there. Could have thought about going with Kelsey over Chase, but I like Chase there as my wide receiver one. Love CMC as an RB1. Just think about the ceiling involved on a weekly basis with those two guys. All right, we'll go ahead and take Mark Andrews, try and lock up some positional advantage. Then for me, as Josh Allen is taken, I'm going to revert back to the running back position. I'm going to go Alvin Kamara. I get the suspension is there, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Kamara. And that way, when he comes back from the suspension, we have a ton of upside at the position. All right, let's go ahead. Let's continue to go for high ceiling players. Let's go AJ Brown here at the receiver position. Patty Mahomes is gone. So once again, we want to secure some positional advantage. So let's go ahead and take Herbert, who I think has the potential to finish as a possible quarterback one. And then things are moving quickly here. So we'll do a recap at the end of the draft. But overall, we start things off with CMC and Kamara, 2 running backs, 2 receivers in Chase and AJ Brown, Mark Andrews at the tight end position, and Herbert at the quarterback position. So let's try and go ahead and lock up another running back. I'll take Zeke here just because I think after Ezekiel Elliott is taken, there's a big drop off at the running back position. I mean, I still like Jacobs as well, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and just go for another receiver. Give me DK Metcalf here, and we're really just going to try and finish things out, really alternating between running backs and receivers. I mean, we've got a ton of value in Andrews and Herbert at those 2 respective positions. So let's go ahead and take a look here, man. Going to go with another running back. And let's just go ahead. Let's take a look at tight end, quarterback. I mean, there's no one who really flies off the radar here. So let's go with another running back. Let's go with someone I've loved all offseason long. Give me AJ Dillon here. And then I'm going to go ahead and snag up another receiver and Mike Williams. Get a little stack with Herbert and continue to build that high ceiling on a weekly basis. I mean, I know we said we probably don't need another quarterback, but Jalen Hurts here is just really, really tempting overall. Let's go ahead and let's revert to the receiver position. Let's get Allen Robinson, get a little bit more upside because running backs are kind of in an interesting spot overall. I just don't know. I feel like I'm drafting players against ADP here. So I don't know if we need another running back. I mean, we've got 4 on the roster that I'm happy with. Let's just go with some trade value. Why not? Let's go Jalen Hurts, who's another guy who could be a QB1, and then we get that little stack with AJ Brown as well. Then, I mean, nothing really changed with running backs, but let's just finish out with the running back. Let's go Rashad Penny to go ahead and get that depth overall, and then we're just going to finish things off with a kicker and a defense. So let me go ahead and take the best defense available in the Buffalo Bills, and then we'll still be able to land a stud kicker nonetheless. Let's see who's available here. Let's just go Matt Gay. Let's lock up the Rams offense. Okay, so that went very quickly. I had it on 30-second selections overall, but there's a look at the draft board. Okay, so let's look at team one, right? We got Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, Deontay Johnson, Chris Godwin, and DeAndre Hopkins at receiver. Quarterback, we got Joe Burrow, just one quarterback, one tight end, and Travis Kelce. At running backs, we got Javonte Williams, Cam Akers, Etienne Mitchell, Harris gone, Rams defense, and Daniel Carlson. So obviously in a 16 draft, all of your teams are essentially going to be absolutely stacked. And that's why positional advantage is so important. So we look at this team, right? Positional advantage is definitely there with Cooper Kupp and Stephon Diggs and even Mike Evans. Deontay Johnson, wide receiver 8 in full PPR last season. Godwin and Hopkins, when they're healthy or not suspended. This receiver room is nuts. At tight end, you've obviously got huge positional advantage with Kelce. And I think Burrow is a great advantage as well. Part of this team that's probably hurt the most is running backs. But really, I mean, if Akers is healthy, if Javonte doesn't see a lot of capped weeks with Gordon there, I mean, Etienne, Mitchell, Harris, like this running back room could pay off as well. And I don't think it hurt this team too much because you've got so much of an advantage at receiver, tight end, and quarterback. So moving on to team two, we've got Kyler Murray at quarterback, Hawkinson at tight end. Looking at running backs, JT Swift, Barkley, Fournette, Monty Hall, a heavy running back team. 6 running backs between rounds 1 and 7. Outside of that receiver, we got Adams, Cooper, Sutton, Thielen, and Juju. So this team is really relying on the running backs as a whole, but I still think there's decent enough receivers. And, you know, Kyler Murray can be volatile at times, but obviously a great fantasy quarterback when fully healthy. Then Hawkinson worries me slightly with the shoulder injury, but overall, I mean, Harrison Butker and the Chargers defense, this is obviously a good squad at the end of the day. Team 3, we've got Jackson at quarterback and Kittle at tight end. So I think you've got nice value overall there. Cook, Mixon, Chubb, Connor, CH, and Kenneth Walker at running back. Receivers, we got Tyreek Hill, Pittman, DJ Moore, Mooney, and Burks, Money Mac, and the Niners. Defense, so a pretty decent team overall. Nice upside with those 4 running backs that started the draft. And I mean, Hill, Pittman, Moore, Mooney, and Burks is a good little receiving room as well. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I said nice upside with the running backs. Maybe not upside, but just really good veteran presence. Really solid backs overall. All right, I'll save my team for last. Here, looking at team 5, we got Mahomes and Pitts, quarterback and tight end looks good. Eckler, Harris, Jacobs, Gibson, Hunt. I mean, good value at running back throughout the draft. CeeDee Lamb, Samuel, Scary Terry, Hollywood Brown, Cooks, St. Brown, Justin Tucker, and the Saints defense. So a pretty good team, pretty even par head to toe. Team 6, we got Josh Allen and Waller. Looking at your quarterback and tight end. Henry, Jones, Dobbins, Sanders, and Singletary. J.J. Higgins, Allen, Waddle, Judy, and Michael Thomas, the Bucks defense, and Tyler Bass. I don't know, man. These 2 teams are pretty even overall. I feel like team 3 is maybe, I don't know, the running backs look good, but I just feel kind of weird about that team. Although I like all the players, right? It's just hard, like, with a 6-team league, really, you're looking for high ceilings, good value offensive stacks, and just good positional advantages. So actually, I really like team 1 overall. Although the running back room has some issues, I really do think these running backs could get you through. And the positional advantage at receiver, tight end, and quarterback is all there. So I actually really like team 1. But there is a look at the draft board, and there's a look at each team overall. And then let's take a quick look at my team from head to toe, right? We got Herbert and Hurts at quarterback. I just felt like, you know, I wanted more running backs on this team at that point in the draft, but I felt like Hurts was the best value player, and I felt like that offered some nice trade value. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to have a bye week for Herbert, so why not just go ahead and pick up another quarterback who I think could easily finish within the top 5. We've got great positional value with Mark Andrews at tight end, so I love the quarterback situation for this team, and I love the tight end situation for this team as well. CMC, Alvin Kamara, Ezekiel Elliott, A.J. Dillon, and Rashad Penny at running back. So at the end of the day, we went kind of weak at running back, right? We get that nice ceiling in CMC, that good value at 1.4 as long as he's fully healthy. And then I know some of you guys out there aren't going to like that selection of Alvin Kamara, but let's say he misses 6 games, right? I mean, he missed 4 games last season and was still RB8 in full PPR. So I think when he comes back from suspension, that combination of a healthy CMC and an Alvin Kamara could be absolutely filthy. And in the meantime, if he is suspended, we just fill things out with Ezekiel Elliott, A.J. Dillon, and Rashad Penny, who I think were all good value where we drafted them. Looking at receivers, Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, Metcalf, Mike Williams and Allen Robinson. So 5 receivers. We could have gone with maybe another receiver over Jalen Hurts, but at the end of the day, I like the way that this team turned out. We've got a really high ceiling from our receivers between Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, and Mike Williams, and good value in Metcalf and Allen Robinson. I actually really like this receiving room. I think that the running back room has a strategy in place. Great positional advantage at tight end and quarterback. We get the Bills defense and we land Matt Gay. I think this was an absolutely great draft. Don't get me wrong, we were drafting with a computer the whole way through, but this is really just to give you guys out there who do play in a 6-team league an overall idea of what to expect in a mock draft and what to expect in upcoming drafts as that time is quickly approaching. So of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button down below, and please feel free to drop any comments, questions, concerns pertaining to the 2022 fantasy football season down below, as well as any mock draft requests. I don't care if it's a 4-team league, a 14-team, a 20-team, a 6-team, whatever it may be. 2 quarterbacks, full PPR, half PPR, whatever it is, let me know in the comments down below and I can get it put on the schedule, as well as I can get a subscriber mock draft set up for you guys through Sleeper. Make sure to join our Discord down below to ensure that you guys get updates on when we are drafting for our subscriber mock drafts, as well as our subscriber mock draft invites. Check out all of our links down below, and that'll do it for the video, man. And with that, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening, and remember, you saw it here on The Catch, and peace.